technology is advancing so rapidly. Once it used to be every 18 months, then every 12 months, then every 8 months, then every 6 months. Technology is advancing so rapidly. But Tesla is moving in a direction, I think, at a hyper speed. So let me jump into the video and you can see what is coming. Get ready, because those of us that work on the phones, we won't have a job anymore. Those of us who drive cars with autonomous cars and bus and trucks coming, we won't have a job anymore, right? Those of us that work in the grocery stores as cashiers and customer service, we won't have a job anymore, right? We won't have a job anymore. Caregivers, people that take care of the old folks or the mentally impaired people, disabled people, right? They might not have a job anymore. Of course, there's going to be some people that are going to say, no, I don't want a robot. I want a real person to take care of my mother. I want a real person to take care of my child, right? I recently watched a movie, and in that movie, I saw, it's actually a series, but the surgeon literally have gloves on, glasses on, and she is not in the surgical room. The patient is laying in the bed in the surgical room, and she's in another room looking through glasses with the gloves on, operating the machine and not touching the person. Precision, absolute precision with the surgery. Let me jump into this video because I think I've been going on too long with this monologue.
So in just 2 years, Tesla's Optimus robot has undergone 3 major design revisions and 4 hand upgrades, transforming it into a cutting-edge humanoid. Optimus is now a familiar sight in Tesla's offices and labs, where it autonomously navigates and performs tasks daily with remarkable precision. Even cooler, Optimus robots have been deployed in Tesla factories, autonomously handling complex operations that were once reserved for human workers. Up through now, Elon's confident that Optimus is perfect with a latency of only 20 milliseconds. That's 10 times faster than human reaction speed, or 2.5 times faster than that of Boston Dynamics. So, how far can this tech actually go, and what's the next breakthrough for Optimus? How does Optimus increase operating time 3 times? Well, Optimus is packing a 2.3 kilowatt-hour 52-volt battery, which allows it to work for a whopping 23 hours straight on just one single charge. Compare that to the other humanoid robots that tap out after 4 to 8 hours, and it's clear Optimus is in a league of its own. Most competitors will cost you a huge fortune for just a short stint of work. $150,000 for a Boston Dynamics Atlas, or a jaw-dropping $250,000 for the Agility Robotics Cassie, and you only get an hour and a half to 2 hours of action out of them. Meanwhile, with Optimus, you're looking at under $20,000 for an almost full day's worth of work. So, tell me, what sounds like the better deal to you? Now, let's talk about brains. Optimus has smarts packed right into its chest, where Tesla's custom-designed system-on-a-chip lives. This little powerhouse is basically the same computer found in Tesla's self-driving cars. It connects via Wi-Fi, even LTE, processing visual data from the cameras in its head and sensory input from its fingers to make real-time decisions. Yes, you heard that right. It's not just following a script, it's thinking on its feet thanks to neural network training. And just like Tesla's cars, this baby's got a built-in battery management system that handles everything from charging to power distribution to keeping things cool when things get hot. But it's not just smart, it's also fast. With advanced AI, Optimus is 30% faster at getting tasks done, meaning it cranks out more work in less time. And that's not speed for just speed's sake. It makes a difference when you're counting on this bot to stay active all day long. You'll get more bang for your buck, especially when Optimus can work alongside humans in a production setting, boosting productivity by up to 40%. Imagine having this baby in your factory or warehouse. Suddenly, you're working smarter, not harder. Now, the power management system in Optimus deserves its own round of applause. Equipped with an intelligent energy management setup that optimizes power consumption based on the task at hand. So, whether it's doing heavy lifting or simply on standby, Optimus makes sure it's sipping power efficiently. In fact, in low power mode, it can stay functional for up to 2 days. That's 48 hours of standby time before needing a recharge. And when it's in action, Tesla says it uses 30% less energy compared to the competition. For normal movements, you're looking at 100 watts an hour, and for more power-hungry tasks, maybe about 400 watts. For a humanoid robot, that's about as energy efficient as things are going to get. Now, imagine if Optimus handled package deliveries autonomously. Yes, no more waiting for a human to shuffle your goods from point A to B. And if that wasn't enough, Tesla says this could cut costs by 25%. So you could be looking at massive savings just
Cut costs by 20%, right? Your workforce would be cut by 20% if you are running a company. That means if there's 100 people, if there were 100 people working for you, now 20 of those people are gone, jobless. Gone, gone, gone.
by letting this bot do the heavy lifting in your warehouse. Whether it's outworking, outlasting, or just outright outsmarting the other robots, Optimus offers an incredible combo of brains, bronze, and battery life.
Outsmarting the other robots? mean outsmarting the people, right? Faster, quicker, and don't complain. No days off. Don't complain for being sick.
That leaves others in the dust. At under $20,000 for a robot that works nearly 24 hours on one charge, seems like a versatile genius for us. How is Optimus's processing speed superior? Okay, imagine having a robot that's faster than your internet connection if you're on Wi-Fi. Tesla's Optimus bot responds to tasks in a blazing 20 milliseconds. That's faster than anything else on the robot, thanks to its next-gen AI and processing power. For comparison, the Atlas, that one takes 50 milliseconds. Optimus, faster by 30 milliseconds, making Boston Dynamics look like it's walking through molasses. Honda's Asimo, while iconic, operates at 30 milliseconds, which is 1.5 times slower than Optimus. And don't get us started on SoftBank's Pepper. That poor thing runs with a lag of 100 milliseconds. That's the kind of delay that could make it a slowpoke in interactive tasks. But speed's not all that Optimus has going for it. The robot's armed with a neural network boasting 175 billion parameters, leaving most current AI models in the dust. Plus, the mobility's off the charts. Optimus rocks a full-body design with over 200 degrees of freedom, including 22 in just its hands alone, powered by 6 micro-actuators. Elon said he even expects it to thread a needle by the end of the year. And when it comes to heavy lifting, Optimus...
Elon said, let me repeat what I just heard and what you just heard. Elon said that Optimus is expected to be able to thread a needle by the end of the year. So, if the precision is that finite, my friends, people, understand what I'm saying. Our precision, our handshake, we get nervous, we sweat, but we're up against a machine. A machine. Do you know what that means? Just think about it. And all I can say, a lot of people will be singing the song, Cry me a
Optimus
river.
can lift up to 150 pounds, easily doing all the tough chores around the house or the yard. Speaking of its hands, each of Optimus's arms has 22 degrees of freedom and can manage a 10-kilo payload. It's got a 1,000 millimeter reach, so it can really stretch out and grab whatever you need, whether it's grabbing a dumbbell or helping you open up a jar of pickles. The hands are designed to mimic the dexterity of human fingers, which makes it even better at handling complex, delicate tasks.
Look at the hands. Look at the hands. Look at the dexterity of my hands. It is the same in comparison to the other robots from Honda, Boston Dynamics. The hands are just like a human. We are pretty much looking at the precursor to what we've seen in some of these movies. So, people understand what's happening here. These companies are building rebuilding robots that will be replacing the workforce in every facet of life. In every facet of life. I've been in a Tesla where all I do is just sit back. The person that's in the driver's seat, he's not driving the car. He just put it on autopilot. And when it's on autopilot, it does its thing. The car drives and takes us where we want to go. All right? So, understand what's happening here.
Walking on two legs? No problem for this baby. Tesla's Optimus uses dynamic stability algorithms to balance itself and walk like a human. Whether it's navigating a cluttered living room or an icy driveway, Optimus can adjust in real time. That's right, this bot learns on the fly using reinforcement learning, so you won't need a bunch of different models to handle different jobs like vacuuming, shoveling snow.
Let me just bat that up for a second so you guys can see how Optimus walks, right? Think about evolution and how they show how we came from apes and we became Homo sapien, then Homo sapien sapien, the stage that we are right now. And let me add this note in there. Consciousness can now be transferred. In our DNA, it has been discovered that our DNA can store hundreds of terabytes of information in just one tiny DNA, right? And it can be uploaded to a computer, that information. They figured it out. They have figured it out. So what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? People are going to be able to transfer their consciousness into humanoid robots. And with the advent of how masks have been developed, you can literally buy a mask that look exactly like a person that you want to look like and put that over your head and make sure it's snugged and tight, and you won't know that you're not speaking to the person, especially if they're able to imitate the other person's voice. So with consciousness being able to be transferred, I believe that at some point it's going to happen. Of course, they're going to put laws in place to try to prevent it from happening, but let's see how far that law is actually going to go in stopping someone that has the money and is able to do it. You can't stop it. You cannot stop it. It will happen.
know,
Let's
or
continue.
teaching the kids how to do their homework. Optimus learns and adapts to your lifestyle, cutting down on the need for multiple robots and ultimately saving you a hefty chunk of change. The evidence is that at Tesla's 2023 shareholder meeting, Elon gave a sneak peek of the Optimus in action, showcasing its ability to navigate, perceive, and pick up objects like it's been doing all along. The team uses a neural network strategy similar to Tesla's FSD system, so Optimus learns and adapts to new environments in real time. And just when you thought it couldn't get any cooler, Tesla recently dropped a video featuring Optimus's new gen. This version comes with advanced actuators and sensors, walks faster, and its hands are even more capable. These upgrades
Advanced actuators and sensors. Let me explain just in case you don't know. When you wind your window down in a car, let's say you're sitting on the passenger side or the driver's side and you press the button and wind your window down, the arm that moves the window down is a robotic arm that is triggered by an actuator. It's a small device that and the window goes down. You press the button again, the actuator will cause the window to stop wherever you want it to stop. You literally can put it wherever you want to put it, right? So the actuator is what makes it happen. Now the sensors is what causes perception. So the robot will be able to perceive the tightness, the width, the distance, the angle, because it is advanced technology all working together in one. My Jamaican accent just came out.
mean Optimus tackles tasks more efficiently and quickly to adapt to new surroundings, making it clear that this robot's learning fast and evolving even faster. In addition, Tesla's ramping up things with Optimus, planning to train this bot in real-world setting using data collected from their massive fleet of cars. Yes, all that data flowing in from your friendly Tesla vehicles will help Optimus get a grip on understanding human environments and even adapt to different cultures across regions.
Yep. Now, I had a conversation with someone recently, and I said to him, the reason why Tesla has been putting satellite in orbit to control the cars. Now, the cars tie into the robots. But before the satellite ties into the cars and tie into the robots, they're using another technology. They're using it for internet. So here's what happening. The satellite, one. Now, the cars, two. The internet, three. Okay, so as we all know that the cars came first, people got convinced that Elon knows what he's doing. And he also have SpaceX. So now we have the humanoid robots. All of that technology the robots will be learning from. It will be impossible to stop them at some point. We are sentient beings. That means we breathe, we think, we feel emotions, love, dislike, right? Anger, pain. We feel all these emotions. Now, with the sensory perception that these robots will have, because of all of the technologies that will be tying in, think about movies that you have watched where you can't go anywhere without the robots knowing. Because there's a satellite in the sky, and that satellite is sending information to the robots. It's sending information to the cars. It's sending information to the satellite, right? So when you're connected, it knows everywhere you are. We will literally be in the Matrix in real life. Let's continue.
Optimus is about to get worldly. Take the southern United States, for example, Texas, where hospitality is practically a sport. Down there, folks value warmth, friendliness, and good old-fashioned southern charm. Optimus will be programmed to greet family members and guests with a big old smile and a friendly howdy or welcome. And let's not forget that southern drawl, y'all. Optimus will be smart enough to adjust to its tone, making itself as approachable as a friend or neighbor. Optimus can jump.
Let's rewind that. You have to hear that again. All right?
Optimus will be programmed to greet family members and guests with a big old smile and a friendly howdy or welcome. And let's not forget that southern drawl, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
Optimus will be smart enough to adjust to its tone, making itself as approachable as a friend or neighbor.
Yes. Do you understand what's coming, people? Do you understand what's coming, people? The robots will be able to imitate our accent, our tonality, our cadence. Think about that. Our cadence, the way we greet each other, our tonality, our accent, the way we speak to each other, and the way we sound to each other. And let's not mention, right, languages. Let's say you owned an Optimus and you decide that you're going to go somewhere where that community primarily speaks a different language. Optimus will be there to translate everything on your behalf. And remember, Neuralink. Remember Neuralink, where they will be implanting a chip in your head. So think about, if you have a Neuralink chip in your head and you are linked to your Optimus, and you're speaking to someone in their language, and you're speaking to someone and they're speaking in their language, and let's say they're speaking to someone else and they're trying to trick you, but they don't know that Optimus it can understand. Let's say they don't know that Optimus can understand. You are linked to Optimus and you're communicating everything with Optimus. That person that think that they can outsmart you just made a big mistake. The outcomes of whatever condition or situation that was at hand could be dire for that person. Or it could turn out well for that person.
Optimus can jump in the kitchen, lending a robotic hand in whipping up traditional southern dishes like gumbo or barbecue. It'll even learn local recipes and cooking techniques, so you can bet your...
Chefs, you don't have a job anymore in a few years. Chefs, you don't have a job in a few years. Waiters, waitresses, you won't have a job in a few years.
That Optimus could help you perfect that brisket for your next family get-together. And not stopping there, it can help out local events like community barbecues or church functions, reflecting the close-knit community spirit that's so prevalent down south. Now, hopping over to the Northeast, where life is a bit faster, there people prefer a rather straightforward approach. And Optimus will know that. Instead of your warm howdy, it'll give a simple nod or a quick hey, keeping things nice and sweet, because nobody's got time for anybody else on that side of the country. In a city where people are always on the go, meals got to be quick, healthy, and space conscious. Optimus will know how to whip up speedy meals like a salad or stir fry, perfect for those cramped New York apartments. And navigating the tiny spaces, no problem. With its advanced sensors, Optimus can easily maneuver anything. But the real challenge is navigating through those hustling and bustling crowds. Whether it's squeezing into a packed subway car or bustling down a crowded sidewalk, Optimus will need to master the art of an urban environment. Thanks to its precision sensors and 99% obstacle avoidance capability, it can navigate these spaces without missing a beat, dodging everything from baby strollers to street vendors like a pro. Optimus doesn't just do tasks, it interacts with emotion. Designed to recognize and respond to emotional cues, it'll make human interaction feel natural. Ever see a robot mimic human emotions? Well, Optimus is stepping into that world. The AI behind it is tuned to pick up subtleties of human feelings, which means Optimus could become eerily good at interacting like one of us. Think about it. If AI can independently think and react, we are looking at a future where robots could potentially develop a kind of self-awareness. How is TeslaBot's battery tech superior?
If they develop, let me say that again. When they develop self-awareness, they are now considered, in some sense, sentient beings. They're considered sentient beings. That means they can now be able to operate with a consciousness all of their own and on their own without any interaction with any human being. And they might be able to create themselves, reproduce by building themselves in their way. Because we as human being organism, flesh and bone humanism, we reproduce with each other. They would be machines, so they would have to come up with a different way to reproduce themselves. That's going to be a challenge in the future.
Tesla's latest battery tech for the Optimus robot's nothing short of a powerhouse. We're talking energy density at a whopping 300 watt-hours a kilo, blowing past the industry average of 200 watt-hours a kilo. What does that mean? Longer runtime without adding extra weight, so Optimus can keep going and going without needing a pit stop. And remember all those fancy actuators we just talked about? They don't make Optimus just more agile, they also cut down on power usage. Linear actuators are actually super efficient, reducing the robot's energy needs while lighting up its arms and legs, so it's easier to get around. Everything's interconnected like a well-oiled machine. Now, if you pop open Optimus's chest, you'll find a bunch of battery cells in there. These are the same Panasonic 2170s you'd see in Tesla's Model 3 and Y. They're compact, they're energy dense, and they're perfect for cramming the most juice into the smallest space possible. And since power consumption is critical for any robot, these cells ensure Optimus spends more time on its feet and less time chilling at the charging station. After all, if these bots are supposed to outperform us humans, they can't be sitting around charging all day. And speaking of charging,
If they're supposed to outperform us humans, no. When they're outperforming us humans, they are already outperforming us humans. We just have not felt it yet. But when these humanoids, robots, become more prevalent, ubiquitous, mean all over the place, my friends, we're all going to be crying a river. And like the old Milli Vanilli song say, you have to blame it on something. Blame it on the rain. That's what's falling. Right? Oh, wow. When, where, why, how, who, what, and all that.
Optimus has got a major leg up here. Thanks to Tesla's advanced fast charging technology, Optimus can fully charge in an hour, 4 times faster than Boston Dynamics that takes a sluggish 4 hours to charge up. That means more work, less time waiting around. These batteries are built to last too. With a lifespan of over 5,000 cycles, you're looking at about 10 years of use without degradation. Compare that to the usual 2,000 charge cycles in most consumer devices, and you got a robot that's ready for the long haul. It's like having a phone battery that actually lasts. So, how does Optimus charge? Optimus has a wireless charging. You just plop it down on a compatible charging pad and boom, it juices up. No cords, no fumbling with plugs. It's that kind of convenience we wish we had for everything. Now, how do they pull that off? I'd like to imagine the charging pad is on the bot's feet, so Optimus can just stroll over, stand on a mat.
Look, guys, remember what I said earlier, just a few minutes or seconds ago, that they're going to learn how to build themselves? This is a prelude of what I'm talking about. Look at both robots. There's 3 of them in the room, and one is working on the other one body or or skeleton frame, mechanical frame, right? Pay attention.
Charge itself up while hanging around. But wait, there's more. Optimus might also come with a solar charging option. Picture this. Optimus soaking up some sun, collecting solar energy, and giving itself an extra 5 hours of juice on a nice sunny day. So if you're working outside, no need to worry about running out of power. Optimus taps into renewable energy like a futuristic, eco-friendly superhero. It's all part of Tesla's commitment to sustainability, and the bot itself is made from recyclable materials. So it's not just smart, it's green too. And here's the kicker. Tesla's planning to roll out dedicated charging stations where you can charge multiple Optimus at once. These stations are packing up to 100 kilowatts of power, which means they'll top up your bots fast and keep downtime to a minimum. Imagine having a fleet of Optimus charging at once, ready to get back to work in no time. Now that's efficiency at its finest. How does Tesla's Optimus go beyond housework? But the Tesla bot isn't just a fancy house helper, it's got bigger things on its mind. This little wonder shines when it comes to adaptability, making it a top contender for rescue missions. With advanced sensors and actuators, the Tesla bot navigates through tricky environments like a champ. This flexibility is a lifesaver, literally, when disaster strikes and the conditions are unpredictable. Whether it's clearing debris or lending a hand in emergencies, Tesla bot is proving it's capable of much more than just mopping floors. It's like having an American Swiss Army knife of robots that can just do whatever is thrown its way. The design of the Tesla bot is no joke when it comes to tackling tough terrains. Whether it's trudging through flooded streets or picking its way through trash, this bot is built for the job. With its high-tech sensors, Optimus can gather critical environmental data to help rescue teams make better decisions. It's like having a robot scout that never gets tired or distracted, always ready to lend a helping hand when it counts. By taking on heavy lifting, Optimus lets human responders focus on the big decisions and caring for those in need. And unlike us mere mortals who need food, water, and a nap, this bot doesn't need breaks. It can work around the clock delivering essential services for as long as needed. For example, the Midwest floods of last year, torrential rain caused major flooding across states in the Midwest like Illinois and Iowa, damaging homes and infrastructure. Optimus could have been right there in the mix, navigating through flooded neighborhoods to deliver emergency supplies, help with evacs, and assess damage to assist with recovery. It's like having your own personal disaster relief superhero. Or how about that Texas winter storm back in Feb of 2021? The brutal cold snap caused power outages, water shortages, just total chaos. As a regular human being standing outside shoveling snow 24/7, that's simply not in the cards. But Optimus, it's more than ready. Whether it's clearing snow wherever you need or keeping watch over your property without falling asleep or losing focus, this bot is your tireless winter companion. And how about those California wildfires last year? Those devastating fires scorched thousands of acres, destroyed homes, and displaced entire communities. Optimus, equipped with premium
firefighters. See what we're looking at here? Do you see what we're looking at here? Firefighters at some point will be obsolete. Human firefighters. will be obsolete.
The resistant
Let's
materials
continue.
would have been up to the challenge. Its skin and muscles are designed to withstand extreme heat between 200 to 300 degrees Celsius, or in terms of Fahrenheit, 392 to 572. So while the rest of us are trying to stay safe, this bot could be out there helping evacuate residents, bring water and supplies to firefighters on the scene, and assessing damage in areas that's just too dangerous for humans to go. Think of it as your fearless robotic firefighter, ready to go where no one else can. There's still a lot to learn about the magic of Optimus, and the road ahead is very similar to Tesla's self-driving car. They just have to build a lot of these robots and put them out in the world and start learning from experience. Like autopilot, Optimus is probably going to make some mistakes, but each mistake will take us all closer to success. What do you think of Elon's brilliant invention? And would you like an Optimus in your house to make your life better? We'd be happy if you let us know your thoughts in the comments about this. We hope you'll experience the utmost relaxation after watching this episode. And if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button and join the Tesla Car World community by subbing to our channel. Just hit the notification bell icon.
All right. So I'm going to close it out here, but understand what I'm saying, everyone. Understand what I'm saying. The journey to what's coming next. It's going to be fascinating to watch. And with technology being in this hyper speed, we're going to see these robots rolling out quite quickly in the next 5 years. I would say 2.5 to 5 years, because the technology is already here. They have already exhibited what is to come with Optimus and other robots, but Optimus seemed to be the most advanced of all of them. So, with that being said, remember, question everything, because if you don't, you may fall for anything. Think and say. Have a good day.